Hello guys and welcome to MRC-X here in the home of motor racing. It's in Silverstone. The sun's shining in the one-shot qualifying session we're about to have, but don't forget it's going to be full racing almost from start to finish today because we've got a sprint race and a full 50% race. There's a title that can be decided, but I will let my co-com guide you through that very soon. Speaking of my co-com, it's a man I haven't been in the box with in what feels like forever. It's great to have him back. It's the Lion King, it's Simba. How are you?
Evening, Connor. It's good to be back with you, and I'm pretty good actually. Excited for this, especially as we could wrap up the Challenger title tonight.
It's always amazing to have a title on the line, isn't it? But guys, we have got one-shot quali. I'm not going to even bother trying to keep up with it. You can all see what's happening. In the meantime, I will let Simba take you through the Challenger tier championship things tonight.
Ooh, I haven't actually got that up on the screen at the
Sorry,
moment.
I caught you off guard there.
Scottish Ninja is the one who could win it. He's 51 points ahead currently of his closest challengers. If he can leave this race with that gap or better, he's champion. Because there's only 2 races left after this. It's a maximum 50 points.
Yeah. So, there we have it.
And he would certainly make a very proud coach.
I was going to say, for you, it's almost... It's like watching your son, I guess, at this point, in some weird way. Do you know what I mean? Because he's the man that you've sort of made the beast he is now. So...
He's a very good lad. We actually get on very well.
Yeah.
That's what kind of why I agreed to coach him, because he was struggling a bit, obviously, we know. And I got on quite well with him. I'll coach you, give you some pointers, and just take it from there.
Yeah.
I actually did a race engineer for him the other night when he had that amazing comeback in Tier 3.
Yeah. It was a great drive as well. I was on comms for it. Brilliant way. He had a few mishaps down the line, but very good. Get him happy and...
Yeah, it's like when he pitted for a wing and a set of tyres and broke his wing on the way out of the pits.
Yeah, I did see that. But
we've all done it though.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But on pole is one of the men that could actually stop Scottish Ninja tonight, and that is DRS Nil. He is starting on overall pole. That is an insane time. LRL is in 2nd, Ziad in 3rd. Chris Bailey takes 4th, G starting 5th. Great starting position for the man who can clinch the title today in P6. Anton P7, Speedy Bullet in P8, Wimax in P9, Danny in P10. Biff starts 11th, Smith P12, Chelsea down in P13, Lorpy in 14th, Smoggy goes down in 15th, Bit W 16th, Mark H 17th, Kid 18th, Baby Hornet 19th, and Geke in 20th. So do you think he's going to do it today?
I'm hoping so, and I will stay optimistic to that point, but looking at DRS Neil's pace, wow.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
He is rapid, and he's only 4 points behind. Is it Chelsea who's in 2nd?
Oh,
so he's only got a 55-point lead.
Yeah.
As Ninja in that case. So
yeah.
It may have to drag on to the next race. It may get wrapped up.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah, we definitely will have to wait and see. But guys, don't forget, click the like button, make sure you subscribe as well. That is incredibly important. So we are going to have the sprint race. I believe it's 9 laps if I'm not mistaken. So
you are very correct there, Connor.
Yeah, and then it'll be 26, I want to say, for... Mark Hodgson's just said, by the way, wet for the entire race.
Oh, just to make it spicy.
Yeah, that is going to be stressful if you're the Scottish Ninja, that's for sure. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, considering he said to me earlier the one condition he didn't want was wet.
Well, you could have made it snow for him then. He wouldn't have minded that.
I mean, personally, if I was racing, I'd prefer it to be wet.
Yeah. Who's Swanky?
That is Scottish Ninja.
Oh.
It's his nickname.
Oh, okay, because Richie, wait, is that? Yeah, that is Richie. He just put "come on, Swanky," so I was like, who's Swanky? But
Yeah, it's Scottish Ninja. Obviously his full name's Grant Swain, so his nickname evolved into Swanky for some reason.
yeah, well, fair enough. But Ant saying like, and hello, yes, hello, Ant. You are always there, so it is good to see you. But there's still a lot to play for in the elite tier, isn't there?
Yes, there's a hell of a lot to play for, especially as the leader of it isn't racing.
That is Saviour, is it not? I think
It is Saviour,
yeah.
And then we've got Chris Bailey, who is 30... I want to say 35 points behind, I'm just checking. Yes, it's 35. Then G-Star is 2 points behind Chris, and Kid Dynamite is 24 points behind G-Star. So Kid needs a really good result to stay in the fight.
Have you noticed how Kid Dynamite hasn't qualified yet again?
That sounds about right for Kid.
I guarantee you, but then we all know that he is the absolute GOAT at this track.
He is the king of Silverstone. There is no doubt in that.
Yeah, he definitely is. I can confirm. I'd love to know what he does. But this is it. Saviour is in the YouTube chat. Great to see you. Enjoy your holiday. Where are you actually? I'm not actually sure where you've gone, but enjoy it. That's the main thing I can say to you. DRS Neil has missed his grid slot, which is going to put him actually a bit of a disadvantage off the line.
I suppose the answer to your question of what does he do is he drives faster than you.
Yeah, but everyone does that. I'm not being funny. So,
there we go.
5 red lights, and we are eventually we will be. Come on.
Hopefully.
And we are racing. Good getaway from Neil, but an even better one from the man in P2. LRL's had a brilliant getaway. He's going to go up the inside into turn 1. These guys have made it through cleanly, but DRS Neil actually ran a little bit wide, but he just about holds on to that P1 for the time being. But he needs to remember as well, LRL's not really his fight necessarily, especially in the championship battle. But everyone seems to have got through fairly okay.
Thing is, they all want maximum points because we don't have Saviour tonight.
No, we don't. That is also very, very true.
So they all want to try and build as much ground back as they can. Because let's face it, he's been dominating quite a bit.
He has. But we all know as well, MRC-X is a certain Mr. Saviour's playground, isn't it? So
Yeah, he's very greedy here.
yeah, he doesn't want to give up that title for anybody. And to be honest, I don't blame him. But at least make it interesting. That's why you've taken this week off, just because you want to give us some excitement for the final 2 races, isn't it? So
I believe he might be missing one of them.
Lopey's out.
Yeah, I was just going to say Lopey's out already. What happened there?
That looks like it may be at the start of... He's retired on track, by the looks of it. Safety car.
What, actually moving on track, or is it?
Well, there was someone ghosted going across the grass, and then all of a sudden it said Smith and Mark went past. I don't want to definitely say that that was the case, but that's how it looked. So
let's just say we'll look back on it.
yeah, we may have to come back to that one. Yes, but so safety car. This now everyone was going to be fine to the end on tyres anyway. But I'll tell you what. It's the British GP. Let's see how many people have gone for British themed livery, shall we? Well, I can tell you now.
One has.
Well, if it's a certain Babby that you're talking about, it actually looks more American.
No, that wasn't the one I was referring to.
Okay, well,
I was thinking more Mr. Bailey.
Oh yeah, but we're not going. I already know what his is, and he's not included. But
we've got to appreciate it.
We do, but at the same time, I thought we said they can have one non-custom livery a season, and that's his second time. But Neil's also not parked because he's running the Audi.
But then again, it is also the British Grand Prix, so it'd be rude not for somebody to run that livery.
Well, but I like LRLs. That's very nice. Um,
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, it's just a matte black and that's quite striking, I guess.
I like the darker liveries though.
Yeah, they are very nice. Mandy said Ghost Scottish Ninja, so Scottish Ninja's got a little fan club starting off. Ziad, what's his livery? It looks like a really bad car. Then you've got Chris Bailey in the Williams that we all know. It's got the British flag on the back. It's fairly rubbish.
Pardon?
I mean, come on, let's be real. And then you've got...
It is a beautiful car.
Alright, it's not bad.
Pity about the steering wheel, but it's a beautiful car.
Yeah, alright, I will say it is. It looks better than the Golf one's going to look on the car anyway. But... let's see G-Stars when he gives me a good angle. Is he still running the Dutch livery from that that team event? It looks very similar. He is as well.
Well, if he likes it.
And then you've got the Anton with his blue and red car that he posted in actual pictures of media, which looks okay. Oh, then we've got Scottish Ninja being purely English, like he is not. But it's actually quite nice, the red and the blue. I like the sort of luminous nature of it, it's quite good. Max looks like a...
Oh yes, hello.
Yeah, so, there you go. That could
Beautiful
be a boat
looking car that went like poop.
Very true. Then we've got RFC Daddy, he's in the black and the red machine. It's sort of similar to LRL's, but the black is a bit more like shiny rather than matte. It's okay. I'm not going to be too mean because he is Scottish and he will hunt me down. Then let's see speed.
If you can understand what it says.
That's a very good point as well. I probably can't.
Sorry Danny, you're a good lad, but your accent is very, very strong Scottish.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Speedy Bullet has literally just blinded me. I'm so glad the sun is not shining. Whoa!
Oh wow, that's a Hodgie style livery if ever I saw one.
Yeah, I think him and Hodgie have swapped cars for the night. I haven't seen Hodgie's yet. Kid Dynamite's running the American flag, so goodbye. Baby Hornet looks like the American flag as well, so goodbye. Smoggy Ghost is also running the Williams. We can't have two in one night, I'm sorry. Carl is running...
apparently we have, so...
what looks like the team... it looks like the Team UK thing from the lot. Then who else have we got? We're actually, let's just skip this because we are literally going racing, so let's see where DRS Neil... he's already gone into the final few corners. Obviously they can't overtake till they get to the racing line. You come around the final corner, this will be it. So let's see, he's actually pulled away a lot from LRL as well. LRL's been caught napping quite a bit there. Ziad also, but now Ziad's also under a lot of pressure from the mighty Chris Bailey. So Bailey's a man that will want maximum points from this weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially with Sabia not being here, he has got to try and close that gap.
Yeah, he most
a 35 point gap, there's 33 points available tonight. If he can win both races, which obviously is only just over a second away from getting to the front of this one for his tier.
Yeah, that is for sure.
Then he stands in good stead of being back on an even. I believe I think it might be Hungary that Sabia's missing.
So he's missing another race between now and the end as well.
I believe so.
That could be...
while you talk us through the action, I'm going to go back and have a look at the messages. He told me a couple of weeks ago that he was missing a couple.
Oh, that's a huge shame for Saviour. But let's see then. So Chris Bailey's right on the back of Mr. Ziad Mar. So let's see if he can get anywhere near. But Ziad's actually now starting to close quite rapidly on the back of Mr. LRL. So let's see what these guys can get up to. But Ziad is... I'm going to take the telemetry off the screen because that's a bit unfair. But the guys with the race engineers. But look at this restart from DRS Nil. He's pulled a second on LRL. That is insane from Mr. DRS Nil, and I can confirm he is very much in the wrong tier. But
I believe he's got racing line on with this. That could be the difference.
ah, okay.
Because it is. I know he was one that can race without, but prefers to race with. And he's always a lot quicker in X than he is in normal.
Yeah, and he can't. I don't know what his situation is. I can't remember, so I won't say. But let's see. Chris Bailey is still right on the chuff of Ziad. The Egyptian man is coming under pressure from the Brit. So let's see what he can do. Chris is getting closer and closer into Cops. I thought he was actually going to try and move, but Ziad runs really wide on the exit of Cops. Now this could, if Bailey can get a good run through this sequence, he is going to be absolutely laughing. Can he keep it nice and tight and early on the throttle at the exit? Now on the run down to what is Stowe corner. Chris Bailey's actually side by side. He's gone to the inside. Ziad's on the outside. I'd actually almost prefer the outside for this corner, but Chris Bailey's got the move on. He's up the inside, and the medium tyres is working absolutely beautiful for the blowhole. So that is him up to P3. Now he's got his eyes set straight on LRL. G-Star's now trying the move on Ziad as well. He tried the outside of the final corner, but just about got away with it. Whew, and breathe.
Did we cover tyres? Are they all on mediums?
No, they're not actually. So I just noticed there is a difference. So nearly out front is on the mediums. LRL is on softs. Bailey is also on mediums. Ant is on mediums, Kid is on mediums, and Carl is on mediums. The rest are all on the soft tyre.
That's an interesting mix then.
Yeah, it is. And I tell you what, it makes Neil's pace even more impressive, doesn't it, on the mediums?
It really does.
So,
I mean, normally you do see a mix of... You normally see everybody goes for the same tyre in a sprint.
yeah. It's very rare you see a difference in tyre compounds, but this is also a track where you suffer really badly with your tyres, isn't it? It always has been. We've seen it in real life and on the game. So, I mean, we've literally had a driver win a race with 3 wheels. So,
well, that year was actually Pirelli's fault. They brought the wrong compound.
well, yeah, that's very true as well.
Because we had the 2 races that season, if you remember. We had the British Grand Prix, and then was it the 70th anniversary Grand Prix the week after?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I
so
remember
Pirelli
that.
decided they were bringing different compounds to each weekend. Unfortunately, the weekend of the British, it was too soft.
Yeah, I
So
remember that now.
they definitely toughened them up for the next one.
But over the seasons, it's also been a track where we have notoriously seen a lot of tyre blowouts. Like, there's been some absolutely crazy races through, like, full-on tyre blowouts over the years, hasn't there? So, which has mixed up the grid incredibly. So,
Yeah, it's always quite a tough one on tyres, even though they say it's not. It's one of the ones that
yeah,
we always go for the harder compounds here.
yeah, we do. It's because of the nature of the track. So many high-speed corners, so many medium-speed corners. There's only 1 or 2 really low-speed corners here, isn't there? So, it's...
Yeah, you've what? Turn 3, 4, and the final complex.
Yeah, the final complex as well, yeah. And then the rest are all very high speed and fairly long corners as well. Corners that kind of like last a very long time. But I tell you what, we have missed. G-Star's got past Chris for P3.
We have missed that, although he's not giving up on that one.
He's not. But that could be big for G-Star, especially now LRL. Oh, Chris has run a bit wide on the exit of Stowe there, though. Now Ziad's having a little look, but... Oh, it's not Ziad, actually, it's Ant. So Ziad's dropped a few places here. Chelsea's left the session. He's a man that can stop Ninja from claiming the title, I believe, tonight as well, isn't he? So...
Well, as they always say, you've got to be in it to win it.
And at the minute, he's not, sadly,
If he's not in it, he can't win it.
Yeah, exactly. But hopefully he'll be back for the main race, because we don't like see anything being taken away from anyone in this kind of fashion, do we? So...
No, we love a good battle here.
Yeah, I mean, X gave me, I think, some of my favourite moments of the entire of last season. I mean, that whole Brazil race was just absolutely...
Commented on the Tier 1 Silverstone race, and it was the finale showdown between Agoni and Reese for the title. And that went to the very last corner of the very last lap.
Yeah. That was... Actually, I do remember watching that, yeah. That was a good... But then we literally had a side-by-side over the line last season, didn't we? So...
Oh, yes.
Chris and Saviour. Yeah. That was, I think, my favourite race I've ever commentated on, I won't lie. But, Chris, right in the back of G-Star, is he going to try? He's not. What was you going to say, Mark?
I don't think it was a certain person's favourite race, though.
No, I don't think it was either, funnily enough.
Not to lose out by .011.
No, I think
Sorry to bring it up again, Chris.
I think he sits there and that number just sits in his brain when he's trying to go to sleep at night.
Oh, I guarantee Sabie's living in his head rent-free.
Saviour's awake, yeah. He goes to sleep dreaming of MRC-X and then remembers Saviour and then goes, okay, I've got no hope.
Yeah, he keeps going, I'm going to win a title, I'm going to win a title, I'm going to win a title. Oh, Saviour.
Yeah, exactly. He's just Chris's worst nightmare. But, let's see, there's a yellow in sector 3. Who's that? Is that Geke, I think? Yes, it is Geke. He's had a moment in the penultimate corner. But, oh, is that Mark? Yeah, Mark's had a moment at 3.
Oh no, Hodgie.
Now he's got wide at 4. Oh, it's not going well for Hodge at the minute, but he has got a whole race to make up for it. But Chris is still practically pushing G-Star. I think those softs may finally be starting to maybe wear out. This is the final lap. Chris will want to take P3. He will want to be ahead of the Dutchman for the start of the 50% race. But he's got the DRS. He's also got Ant right up his chuff for company. These guys were co-captains in the 3. Oh, I thought they were going to go 3 wide there, but Chris has picked the outside. Oh, there's contact and G-Star's in the wall. He's out.
Oh no, yeah, he's definitely out. That's not a good start.
Oh. I think that may be seen in stewards later, but Ninja does claim 5th. Ziad. Didn't Ninja ended up ahead of Ziad? That's huge. Wimax into P7, Kid Dynamite in P8, Danny in P9, Speedy Bullet in P10, Baby Hornet, good MRC-X debut for him in P11, Carl in P12, Chelsea is coming across the line now, he got P13, Biff P14, Smoggy Ghost in P15, Mark is going to make the line after his mishap on that final lap. And then you've got Geke Matthew, who's Smith's just let Geke go, so I wonder if they had a bit of contact earlier on in the race, potentially. But Geke will start this 50% race in P17 and Smith will come home in P18. Wow, what an ending that was.
Well, we do like to throw up some action here.
We do, but I did not expect, wow, there was contact, that's for sure, but yeah, Mark said he didn't like his setup. And he's been told off by Elvis. So,
yeah, he's not very friendly anymore, is he?
Well, so
we've gone from over optimistic to I'm just going to tell you straight, you were rubbish.
Right, so the grid for the 50% race, DRS Nil is on pole, LRL in P2, Chris in P3, Anton P4, Scottish Ninja in P5, Ziad in P6, Woomax in P7, Kid Dynamite P8, Danny in P9, Speedy Bullet in P10, Baby Hornet in P11, Carl in P12, Chelsea P13, Biff in P14, Smoggy goes P15, Mark in P16, Geke P17, Smith in P18, G-Star P19, and Lorpy starts in 20th. Not a good day for the Dutchies.
No, it's certainly not sounding like it.
Nope. Mark said thanks, Simba. What did you do wrong, Mark?
I don't know, what did I do wrong?
I don't know, he's just said thanks, Simba with a laughing face. I'm guessing you've done something wrong.
I was literally repeating what Elvis says.
Maybe he just wanted to, maybe he didn't want to hear it again then. But,
tough. Well, tough. Drive faster.
Be less rubbish. So, it is raining. Mark did get that bit right at least.
Well, I suppose at least he got something right tonight then.
Yeah. See, now he is... Mark's crying now in the corner. He's going to spit... No, I'm not going to say that, because if he does, I'm probably going to get booted or something. But
I'll give him something to complain at me over.
Yeah, he's not going to be too impressed tonight, I'm sure. But the wet weather is going to spice things up. It's going to make a comeback drive hard for G-Star as well. Because overtaking will now be made a lot more difficult, won't it?
It certainly will.
Because they've got no DRS assistance.
Like I say, I'm a bit of a weird one. I do like the wet weather.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it round here. I don't think you like it in general, it's just round here you like it, isn't it?
No, I've always actually quite liked the wet.
Okay, you are weird. But...
Now tell me something I don't know.
No, no, Silverstone in the wet I like. There's some tracks, like Australia in the wet as well. I don't know if you've done that in the wet, but that's wonderful.
No, I haven't done that one.
Australia in the wet might be my favourite track on the planet. But we shall see. Who else is in YouTube chat? Mark said, lucky I like you both. What did I do? I'm not part of the bullying. Wow, Simba just dropped me in it. He said wow. Now. He said wow to your comment about he got something right, so you're in trouble. But let's see. So I'm guessing they're all in on the inters. Yet they are to start with. So no one's gone drastically crazy and gone for the wet tyres. But in all honesty, Mark, this is a pretty... I know we had 2 DNFs in that last session. I'm not mugging anyone off, I promise. But it's a pretty hard track to DNF at, really, isn't it?
I don't know, I've DNF'd off the start here before.
I remember that, actually, to be fair. That was frightening, wasn't it?
It was season 7, when I was trying no traction control on F123.
And you just lost it off the line, didn't you?
Yep. Too much wheel spin, bye bye, see you later.
Yeah. Alright, so other than when you're coming off the line, in general it's a pretty hard track to DNF at, to be fair. Unless you're Guan Yu Zhou and then you just go flying and bottling over walls and stuff like that. But I'm glad he was okay, genuinely.
I suppose it depends if you get a helping hand at cops.
Well, yeah, that's also very... well, yeah. Sadly for him, his was turn 1, but Max was... he also had a tap to the back, didn't he? Niels doesn't know how to stop his car, I have learnt that. That's twice he's failed, and neither does Chris apparently either. So... or Chelsea.
I think we need to start giving people lessons on parking your car.
Yeah, I think we should start just setting up driver coaching just for those that can't stop. Guys, you do have a brake pedal. Please remember. Right, but anyway, 5 red lights and we are going to get racing in a second. Anton's got a drive-through, he jumped the start.
Drive-through, wow.
Yeah, but LRL's made the better getaway again. No, he hasn't actually, because the second phase, DRS Nil made an absolutely brilliant getaway. Chris Belly's already managed to get Ant back after his little mishap off the line. Ziad's managed to get Scottish Ninja as well immediately, but Danny's right behind his Scottish compatriot. But I think Ninja's gone super deep and off track.
Really wide.
Yeah, he's missed his braking point in 3. I think someone's also just gone flying off the road at the back. I think that was Geke Matthew. But that is it. Everyone seems to still be going though. That's the main thing. Scottish Ninja's down to 11th now. That's a huge, huge shame for him. He's dropped behind Speedy Bullet and Baby Hornet and his fellow Scotsman, Mr. RFC Danny. So,
well, I'm sure RFC Danny won't hold him up too much.
Well, yeah, I'd like to think not. Otherwise, I'd be definitely reconsidering their friendship for them.
I can guarantee they are in a party together with Biff. Possibly Richie as well, and they're all helping each other.
Yeah, I'm sure he's managed to get Speedy Bullet very, very quickly, but he's taken a lot of curb And that has unstabilised his car a little bit. It's actually put Speedy Bullet right on the back of him as well, but they've just about got away with it. 4 now. Ziad is another man. He's dropped. He's a bit off the front pack. Anton's looking racy behind Chris, but he's also got that drive through. I wonder if Anton's going to come and serve it on lap 1 and just get it out the way. He is. So he's getting that out the way. I hope he doesn't miss his braking point in the pit lane. He seems to have got it. No, he hasn't.
This has got to be the worst track to serve a drive through at.
Yeah, it's the worst pit lane.
It is literally the world's slowest pit lane.
Yeah, and it just feels like it goes on forever as well, doesn't it? To be completely honest, but
it is the longest pit lane on the calendar.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember when it used to be like
mile an hour, so it's slow, and obviously it's very, very long because you come in it before the final complex, and the line is about where the third to last corner is. So you've got to go all the way around the corner into your box and then all the way around another corner before you can take the pit limiter off.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, what were you going to say, Connor?
Do you remember when they used to use that as a glitch to get to the finish line quicker? Because it actually used to be a shortcut.
It is a slight shortcut because it's slightly quicker to get to where the finish line is through the pit lane as opposed to around the complex.
Yeah. Oh, there's going to be a good little battle here. Wumax and Ziad side by side into Cops, and Wumax gets it done. Very sensible from Ziad to back out of that as early as he did. I was worried that we were going to have all sorts of crash there, but I'm glad we did it. Of course, Baby Hornet's made a good start. He's up to P8. He's got. I think Baby Hornet owes Mr. Scottish Ninja some dues after Wednesday, so yeah. I suggest Baby Hornet starts giving that
yeah, for dragging him around for the last few laps.
Yes, I think it's about time Baby Hornet repays that favour, and
I'm sure he will.
If he does.
Simon's quite good like that, and I know him and Ninja get on.
Yeah, they definitely do. Oh, I tell you what though, Danny has just been overtaken by Ziad, but this is also going to now increase the pressure on Ziad because he has got a patient. That was so close. But Hornet nearly went into the back of Danny. Very odd. Who's that off track? Is that Ziad? Ziad. Wow. So, big twitch from Hornet. That's now going to potentially give Scottish has gone round the outside of Ziad, but Ziad's got the better exit. Ziad's up the inside of him. I thought that was going to end.
He's got that done though.
He has. Ziad is struggling in every way, shape and form for traction. Speedy Bullet's now got him as well. They're side by side. Oh, there's God shame.
What we want to see.
No, big shame for Mr. Bullet. But now Ziad is under pressure from Mr. Consistent, Mr. Carl Edens. Let's see if Carl can get anywhere near him. Thought he was having that little look into Cops.
The Minister of Defence himself.
Yeah. But Baby Hornet and Ninja are actually having a little scrap. Oh, Ninja's had a moment somewhere. Because he's dropped about 3 or 4 places.
I think it's a couple of places. He's dropped behind Ziad and Bit.
Oh, he's made contact with Bit now as well. But let's see, is he going to be able to get him back on the run down to Stowe? He has a look up the inside, but he's sensible about it. They are not his fight. He knows he just needs to... Does second on track with Neil winning get him the win?
Probably not, because of the points gap.
Yeah, because obviously Neil won the sprint as well, didn't he? So,
but it'd still keep him well within contention and an easy wrap up at Hungary.
Yeah, that's very, very true. But now let's see. So Neil's actually lost 2 places. He's lost out to LRL and Chris. Obviously, Neil is still right on the back of Chris, though. Obviously, there's no DRS, though, which is making overtaking incredibly difficult. But can we just have a look at G-Star? He's already up to P10.
That's a great recovery.
Yeah, and that's in the wet as well. And Hornet's had a moment somewhere, because he's now lost places to G-Star and Ninja and Carl and Ziad. So, Hornet's dropped all the way down to 11th. So it'll be interesting to see if he can put on full wet tyres. Does he know something we don't? The track doesn't look like it's full wet, but wow! Scottish Ninja round the outside of G-Star in Cops!
That was very, very brave.
My heart was in my mouth then. But they both survived. I thought he was actually going to get the move done around the outside, and that would have just been... That would have been almost Hamilton, see, look, you can do it.
Shots fired.
So, yeah.
Not that I'm promoting violence.
I was. But anyway, but the other comeback drive I've missed here is Mr. Dynamite already in P5. He has come out of absolutely nowhere. I paid no attention to him or anything, and he's okay. He really is the king of Silverstone.
Oh, Jay Sarge will testify to that.
Yeah, but Jay Sarge is not having the best of times at the minute, is he?
Well, this was back when he was really dominant.
Yeah, and then Kid Dynamite still came from last.
Came from last on 100% race and overtook him on the last lap.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever lived that down, and to be fair, we haven't given him a chance to.
I was going to say, I think Jay Sarge, Kid Dynamite still lives in Jay Sarge's head, just for that day alone. Rent free.
Oh, it's definitely rent free.
Yeah. But Chris Bailey has actually been overtaken again by Neil. So, Neil is definitely able to mix it with the Tier 1 boys at the moment. But LRL, yes.
I wonder if Bailey's just being sensible, to be fair. It's not really his fight.
No, of course it's not. But I think we all know Bailey. He would want to win.
The fight.
Yeah. But at the same time, 18 points plus, you know, the 7 was it? He got in the sprint race. That's still a big margin he's closed in on Xavier with, isn't it? So
it certainly is. I mean, what is it? He's second in the tier at the moment. So that's 18. He could close 25. That only leaves a 10-point gap if he finishes like this.
Yeah, and
we've still got another 20 laps to go. He could. There's
Yeah.
every chance he could still win it.
Yeah, without a doubt. And we all know Chris, he does not give up till the end. He's done a lot of rotten luck this season. I remember Monaco, he was looking comfortable, and
yeah, because he won the sprint and then retired in the race.
yeah, he went straight on at, I want to... Mirabeau, that was it, yeah. And, oh, it was a massive shame for him. But I think I was on comms with Hodgie that day, actually. I believe.
Yeah, I don't think I was on comms for that one, but I do remember it.
Yeah, it was me and Hodgie, because Hodgie had his bad ankle. I remember now. Oh, big moment! G-Star's in the wall! He's lost it on traction at Luffield. And he's gone straight into the wall. Oh, G-Star. He was right behind the Battle of Bit and Scottish Ninja and just went straight into the wall. It's a massive shame. Could this be the day that his title hopes almost come to a very sad end?
Well, to be fair, he's only 2 points behind Bailey. But he's not scored anything in the sprint.
And he's only going to get 2 here.
Yeah, at the moment.
So
still a lot of laps to go though. There's always hope.
Lawpiece just made a move. Yep, go on.
Like we always say, race to the end.
Exactly that, especially in X, because you finish, you score. So
yeah, you've literally got to finish the race and you score a point minimum.
And imagine if at the end of the season, G-Star, you go and win that championship by 1 point. Simon, just no, sorry, Grant, just an update. There is a corner at turn 1, by the way. Just a bit of, you know, engineering from the comms box. But let's have a look. Kid's not making many inroads on Womax now. Actually, it's sort of steadied out that gap. It's been around 5.5 seconds for the last 3 or 4 laps.
Oh, Hodge is in the wall with no front wing.
Oh,
on the pitch straight as well.
Safety car. Oh, and his wheels come off as he's tried to flick spin it.
Yeah, it doesn't always work too well on this game.
He tried to flick spin it and went straight into the old pit wall. But
Well, it was the pit wall, because he was actually on the new pit straight when
oh,
he
I
did
thought he was on the old one for some reason. Okay, makes sense. But
it.
safety
He'd lost
car.
it coming out of the final corner.
Ah, that's actually very, very easy to do, in all fairness.
Yeah, because it's one of the lowest traction points on the circuit.
Mark said, yes, you called it. Oh, we didn't mean to. He said, God damn it, that's so annoying. Had decent race pace, decent pace earlier as well, so gutted. Here's one of them, you'll be back for Monday, you'll be able to perfect what you need to perfect, but LRL has taken this opportunity to pit, so has Chris Bailey. What about Wemax? He's also in. Is Dynamite? No, he is staying out. Does he think he can go to the end on those inters? That is the question. Danny in the pits, Ziad pits as well. What about Bit? He pits. Ninja in. So DRS Neil stayed out, which is interesting. Very interesting, actually. Do you know what the issue for these guys in X are, though? They don't know who their teammate is, so they could end up double stacking.
Yeah, I hate X for that reason sometimes.
Yeah.
At least when you're in the proper cars, you know what pit box you're going to and who your teammate is.
Yeah.
When you're in X, you don't know what pit box.
Oh,
you don't know your
Ninja!
teammate. It's like
Ninja's stacking. Oh.
it's typical.
Yeah, it really
It
is.
never rains, but it pours.
He's got no luck today, but keep your head up, keep going to the end. That is all you can do.
Well, I know he's missing the final race of the season, so if he don't wrap it up tonight, he has to wrap it up at Hungary.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's down to fate after that. And you never want to leave it to fate if you're not there to have a go.
No, exactly that. So, let's see. So, as Smoggy Ghost, he's back in the pit. I'm presuming he's going to take those wet tyres off. I would definitely like to think so anyway, because they are probably cooking like crazy at this moment. But I'll tell you something, I think the favourites to win this race now. And I know he's not on new tyres, but I just know I can never doubt him. It's Kid Dynamite.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, he's about the same speed as everyone else. He could be on 50 lap old tyres and he'll be on the same speed as people on like 10. You just know he will round here. That's how illegally quick he is. So, let's
he needs to slow down and give somebody else a chance.
Yeah, but saying that, we've also seen him bottle a lot of MRC-X races, haven't we, over his time? I guess it's like student, like coach, I guess, there, really, but
Is that the student passing the bottles to the coach?
yeah, well, I mean, Kid Dynamite still can't... Oh, he's just lost out of the safety car! He's just about safe to be. He's so... What has happened to Kid? He's just driven into a wall.
That's very unusual.
And when I say I think his wheel's just disconnected because he literally went straight on at the penultimate corner into a wall and lost his wing.
That's going to be a long drive back. Luckily the field's spread, so he might get away with it.
I'm very, very shocked. I'm glad that it didn't, but I'm very shocked his wheel didn't. I've just cursed him on such a bad level there, haven't I? I probably should post a public apology after this, shouldn't I? But
the commentator's curse is real.
The Connor curse, that hasn't been out for a while. But yeah, he's definitely.
You do realise you're not supposed to curse your coach or your former coach.
No, but I mean, I was just about to say, like, I still to this day haven't taught him how to do pit entries because he likes to hit a wall on the pit entry, and it's something I need to coach him, I guess, because he's just not very good at. But apparently now he's not good at safety cars either, so I've got a lot of work to do. Geke's had a good recovery though, when you think about the fact that he was last by a long, long way in the sprint race. He's now up to P11, which will be, obviously he hasn't pitted off those inters. Do we think anyone's going to try a no-stop though?
Well, the only one really that can now is Neil, I believe.
Well, Neil, Baby Hornet, Kid can't because he's got to pit for that wing. Geke and Smith, they're the only ones that haven't pitted.
I mean, you can talk from experience, it's doable.
It's doable, and do you know what the worst bit is? The time I did it, the last 3 laps were bone dry. So I was wrestling that car around every single corner. But no, that was an incredible season 4. I think
That is
that's
not what Kid Dynamite wanted to see.
No, what's just happened? Oh yeah, safety car in. Yes.
In this lap.
He's going to be livid, to say the very least. But yeah, it did look like a very big wheel disconnect, that is for sure. That was very, very strange, and he had absolutely no reason to put that in a wall, you know. So when's Neil going to go? He hasn't gone as early as he did in the sprint. I wonder if that's because he's worried about the traction potentially out of the penultimate corner, because we know it is very difficult, especially in these conditions. But let's see, he has got it. He's had a big twitch. That's going to put LRL on brand new tyres very close to him. Not close enough though. Kid is in the pit. So Speedy Bullet. So Speedy Bullet may have had a moment somewhere as well. But let's see, is everyone going to make it through turn 3? Well, someone's trying to move around the outside. I think that's Danny and Hornet side by side into 4. Danny's got the outside line. Obviously, that will help with the traction. And through goes Danny. He is now past the Hornet.
Through goes LRL for the lead.
Oh, Hornet's round.
And Chris is having a go into Brooklands.
Let's have a look. He's through.
He's got it done.
Yeah, now Neil could lose another place here because Womack's is having a look round the outside of Luffield. No, he backs out of it. Very, very good. Probably
that frees up the blowhole to go fight with LRL now.
It does. That makes this very, very interesting. But we've seen Neil can still hang with these guys as well, though. So I'm not ruling him out just yet. But let's see what is going on. We're at lap 10 of this race, and we've already had so much happen. It is ridiculous. Womax has now passed Neil as well. But you know what? This almost plays into Scottish Ninja's hands, because look at the man who is behind Neil.
Yep, one of Ninja's best mates.
Yeah.
So if he can get past him, he can possibly try and play a bit of a team game and hold him up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, he's actually had a look. You can tell that Neil was struggling with those old intermediate tyres. He hasn't got the heat in them early on, that is for sure. He is struggling through every single corner. He's got a mad, raging Scotsman right behind him as well. But he's managed to get the exit out of the final corner to pull a little bit of a gap. But what is impressive is G-Star went round. He's back up to P6 now. So, that's good news for him.
If Danny can get past, he can try and back Neil up into that pack that's chasing, which is G-Star, Ziad and Bit.
Yeah, for sure. But I tell you what, Ninja's just made a double move into 4.
I was just going to say, just mugged the pair of them.
Oh, he's just done a genie on me and you.
What a move that was.
That was opportunistic. That was. I remember when was it Leclerc that tried that last season and ended up going over the curb and breaking his wing. And now Ninja's just done it and put him to shame. But Ninja's going to get the run on G-Star here, and now they're on the run down to I am absolutely petrified. Last time a Dutchman and a Brit went side by side into cops. Well, I'm not going to say anymore. But Ninja is practically pushing it around cops. Oh, I've got PTSD of this corner from tier 3 last season. Yeah. But either way, Ninja is looking in every single angle. He's going to get the run down the straight. Oh, he nearly hits him before they even get out of the corner. That's now going to put him under a bit of pressure from Mr. Carl Edens as well, who's now actually trying to have a little look at Ninja. But Ninja's going to pick the outside line for Stowe. He actually managed to hang it around. He's going round the outside of one of the tier 1 drivers that have been in the title fight all season. But they wheel banged into the final corner. That's going to send Scottish Ninja deep, but he's just about held it. And now that also opens. So G-Star has actually dropped a lot of places there. So something's happened to G-Star that we've missed. Because I was on board with Ninja and I didn't actually see what happened to G-Star, but he's dropped a lot of places.
No, I didn't see him either. But I was a bit mesmerised by that battle that was going on and how a tier 3 driver is mugging off a lot of higher tiers.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But I tell you something, Bit has just done the same thing to Ziad and Biff that Ninja did on the lap before.
Danny's now got Neil. This can be crucial. Safety car.
And look at the man right now that is right behind DRS Neil.
Yep. The person that needs to be behind him.
But I think
Well,
we're probably
he
going
wants
to
to be
see...
in front of him, really, but...
Yeah, I think we're probably going to see DRS Neil in the pit stop. But as things stand, DRS Neil would only actually gain, for the night, 4 points altogether on Ninja. Because he
4
only...
points.
He's only getting 3 in this race and 1 from the sprint, isn't he? So...
Let me just have a look at standings for that one, because that could really put it close. And I mean incredibly close.
Yeah, I was thinking that, because...
So Neil is third. 4 points isn't enough.
So as things stand, provisionally, Ninja would be your Challenger tier champion. There's obviously still 14 laps of this race to go.
And
So,
obviously stewarding afterwards, so lots of potentials.
We have just seen that little bit of contact
Neil's pitted.
Neil has pitted. I'm not surprised by that, because his tyres were quite visibly worse than everyone else's. But I'd see who else has pitted, Mr. LRL.
Which frees up the blowhole.
It does.
Try and run off in the lead.
Yeah.
Gekke's got a penalty for speeding in the
Big
pits.
shame for Gekke. He was having such a good race as well. But where does LRL come out in all of this? Because Chris will be hoping quite a way down, because he's going to have a lot of overtaking to do. Is he going to get out? He's got out behind Ziad, behind Lorpy, behind Chelsea even. And Smoggy Ghost. Oh, LRL has lost a lot of... Actually, no, he's got Smoggy just about. But that's going to... Wait, no, he's given the place back. So obviously, for whatever reason, the game said he wasn't ahead of the safety car line, even though it did look like he was. But the most important thing is, DRS Neil's come out in P12, and he's got LRL right in front of him. G-Star's also put on the wet tyre, which is strange, but I wonder if it's a glitch. Are you checking the standings at the minute? Didn't know if that's what you would do.
I think as it stands, Ninja would be champion.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, because you worked it out, actually, yeah, you did announce it, didn't you? Do we think... Oh no, I was going to say something that was quite interesting and I forgot. I'm useless. But... what do you think of this track? Do you enjoy watching this race in real life?
I do like watching it. I'd actually like to go and watch it live.
Yeah, I think that's something definitely on my bucket list of things to do as well.
But it's very expensive compared to some of them.
It is. When you look at the fact you can go to, I think it's Austria, and you literally would pay for your flights and a weekend ticket. You'd pay about half what you pay for Silverstone, and bearing in mind that's in our country.
Yeah, Hungary is very cheap as well.
Yeah, they'd both be pretty good races to go and watch. Austria would be an incredible one, wouldn't it? To be honest, it's always good Austria when you're watching it on TV as well.
I suppose it depends if you're a McLaren fan with all the orange.
Yeah, it's not like there's anyone Dutch in F1, is it? So this has been the greatest F1 season if you watch from 2nd to 20th.
Yeah, pretty much. You need to forget that, especially if P1 exists.
As things stand, Sergio Perez is going to be the world champion. And everyone's calling him a flop. So, that's how crazy it is. But, who'd have ever thought it? Surely it's going to...
I suppose if he ignore P1, he would be the champion.
That's what I mean, but, I mean, well, it's definitely not going to be a Ferrari driver, is it? They can't even drive in a straight line, really, can they? So, bit of an issue.
But can't get the strategy right.
No, that's true. Even when it looked like they got it right in Zandvoort, they still managed to get it wrong because they forgot to bring tyres out, so smart from them, to be fair.
Well, that was a bit on the driver as well for pitting at last second.
Yeah, I mean, it was the right call, though, but at the same time...
It was the right call, but they didn't have enough time to prep for it. Needed to call it about 20 seconds earlier so they could get prepped and get out there.
Yeah, that is very, very true. But safety car should be in this lap, which means now we've got 12 laps to the end. I'm going to ask you again, because I'm sure you're probably feeling the nerves bubble a little bit because he is your student. Do you think he's going to do it?
I'm going to stay quiet because I don't want to jinx him.
Okay, that's fair enough. But currently, as things stand, I've just looked at something in it. I find it quite interesting. The fact that the top three of the Challenger tier at the minute are all Scottish.
Yes. Danny, Ninja and Biff will all be in a party together.
Yeah, so I bet right now they're probably throwing the cans of Iron Brew in the air, getting very, very excited, shouting, can we insert like a Gav voice note here or something, please? And then, or they've got Gav Race Engineer and them shouting, surprise, surprise, you know. But
as long as it's not the Gav voice note from Hungary, season 8.
Yeah, let's not play that on this stream. But, if you want to see that,
get him right up here.
If you want to see that video, please DM Simba straight after this race because it's one you don't want to miss. But safety car is in.
It's been shared in Discord several times.
Yeah, it has. That is for sure. But let's see, when is Chris Bailey going to go? He is weaving like a madman down the straight. And here he goes, he's out the final corner. He goes about the same place Neil did on the last lap. This time he doesn't have a twitch though. He's got Wumax right up his rear end. He didn't catch him napping one little bit. But let's see, so Ninja currently leads the Challenger tier away. He's managed to keep with Danny quite... Actually, no, sorry, Danny leads it. Oh, very deep from Danny on the exit of 3 though. That's going to compromise him for 4 and potentially even give his fellow Scotsman a run on the way down to, well, at the end of the straight. So let's see, is he going to be able to make the move? I don't know if he's going to try it. He's not. He's been very, very sensible. He knows he doesn't necessarily need to get past Danny here.
He's passed him.
Oh, he has. I missed that.
Danny went a bit wide at Brooklands. I don't know whether it was on purpose or not, and Ninja just went up the inside.
Very good move. So that is huge for the potential coronation of the Ninja himself. But let's have a look back down the field a tiny little bit. So DRS Neil's just managed to get past Geke into comms, but Geke stuck it around the outside. What a move from Geke! Wow, that was incredible. Lewis Hamilton, hold your head in shame. That is, the Dutchman's just proved him wrong. Well done, Geke, I'm proud of you. But
I quite like his car design as well, to be fair.
I know, I was just about to say that, funnily enough. It is really nice.
From a distance, it's got vibes of the 98 Jordan.
Yeah, I was actually, yeah. No, I really, really like his car. Bits managed to get past Danny. So, Danny's struggling a bit on this restart.
Although, if Bit catches up to Ninja, Ninja may as well just let him go. It's not his fight.
Yeah, not at all. It's
and
really
he's got
work.
double protection behind him.
Yeah, he most definitely has. And Neil currently is not making any progress either. He's been stuck behind Geke now for about a lap and a half or so. So he's got no real pressure at this moment from behind, has he? Obviously his other main contender, Chelsea, he's currently in P10. Well, overall P4, so it's not going to be enough from Chelsea. And Chelsea does actually... and he's just disconnected. That's a huge shame. But I tell you what, Neil's just tried to move on Geke, and Geke's managed to get him into Brooklands. Geke's now gone past Chelsea as well. But Geke is looking racy. Very, very racy. It is great to see. It's good to see a driver when they get their mojo back a little bit, isn't it, Mark?
It certainly is. Hoping to find me on at the moment.
You're not the only one, trust me. But LRO's just made the move on Lorpy for P7. He's not making enough progress to get anywhere near the blowhole though, is he? So I'm not going to say it's easy from Mr. Bailey here to the end, but I'm sure he's probably feeling very comfortable at the moment, isn't he?
It's never easy, especially when you know assists in the wet. Oh, Biff's had a big moment and spun. Danny's dropped places as well.
Yeah.
We've got virtual safety car. I wonder if there was contact there.
Potentially, maybe between. Well, I don't
Biff's
think.
now
Yeah,
P15.
and in the
Danny's
pits.
down to P7.
Yeah, he's in the pits.
DRS Neil's also pitted again.
Yeah, he has. So these guys have gone for tyres to the end. Kid is also. No, he stayed out. Sorry, but I want to see if Biff has got damage. That's what I want to know. He has. He's got no front wing, so he had contact with someone. And
I wonder if it was Danny because they were together on track.
I'm
sure
that
it was.
Scottish party will be. Do you want to give us a rendition? No, probably best not. But G-Star's into P10, and he seems to be making the wet tyres work, you know. So, but then G-Star is G-Star. He's just incredible, isn't he? So
He is very, very fast. I mean, I do think this track is probably on about the crossover point looking at it.
yeah, I mean, some parts there looks like there's actually a bit of more of a visible dry line, but then there's other parts you can genuinely see puddles. So yeah.
Oh, Biff's just got to drive through for speeding under BSC.
Oh, it's a huge shame. What was looking so great for him?
Ziad's just got one.
Oh, Ziad. He's currently in P8 as well, so the French Scouser is looking at him from behind now and licking his lips after his earlier drive-through penalty for jumping the start as well. So it's been a good little recovery from Anton. But let's see, Geke's 3 second time
for
penalty.
Geke.
Yeah,
Supposed to avoid them track limits, not run over them.
yeah, that is for
Have a quick
sure.
look at penalties. So we've got 6 seconds for Danny, 9 seconds for Geke, and drive-throughs for Ziad and Biff.
Oh,
I don't know
so
if them drive-throughs are hiding any time penalties, but
yeah.
Ziad's
Potentially.
in the pits serving his currently.
Right, so let me just actually, to be honest, if Ninja beats Chelsea and Neil anyway, it's over, isn't it? Totally.
Well,
But
he's down in P17. Naturally, he's going to beat Ziad.
Biff's out.
Yeah, that looks like a pit lane.
Yeah, but I tell you what though, I've just seen. So if you work it out right now, Danny is currently actually net P3. Baby Hornet's currently in P2 because of the 6 seconds that Danny has, and he's just lost a place as well. He's been overtaken by Mr. G-Star. He's now got Kid Dynamite going around his outside. He's now got Baby Hornet going around his outside. He's just lost 3 places in the space of one Luffield corner.
Talk about getting mugged.
Yeah. Let's just hope that the decline of the other 2 Scots doesn't rub off on the other one. That is what I'm sure the majority of MRC, because everyone loves to see a champion crowd.
LRL and Bitter side by side on the run to Stoke.
Backs out, but he's going to have the better exit out of the penultimate corner. He's got the better line, and he's done it round the outside. Great move from LRL.
Yeah, it looked like Bit ran a little bit deep into Village there, so it just gave LRL the chance because he broke early to take the inside line for the corner.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what,
Possibly predicted what Bit was going to do there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, we've got 7 laps to go. LRL is what, 6 seconds or so off Bailey. Do you think he could do it?
I think it's a tough ask.
Yeah, I think so as well. But we know how quick LRL is.
Ziad's
Ziad's
out.
out. Is that in the pit?
That's
That's
the
pit
pit
lane,
lane.
yeah. So this
No
is
points for you, sir.
no, that is the main issue. Chelsea's now sadly in last. I don't think he's rejoined the session either, so Chelsea's
LRL is
championship.
past Scottish Ninja. It looked
is.
like it was an easy pass, so probably just let him go.
Yeah,
I did tell him before this, play the sensible game, do not fight the elites.
It's
Drive your own
pointless.
race, drive comfortable, don't be pushy. Concentrate on the people that you need to be ahead of.
Yeah. No, there's definitely the right advice. The issue is, it's especially like I've raced MRC-X. I think I raced it once in my life, and there's a racer's instinct in you where you just want to fight anyone and everyone, though, isn't there? There really is. It's just racer's instinct. Doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah. You always have that instinct in in his position, you have to fight against it.
Yeah,
Going,
you do.
no, I'm leading this tier, I'm getting maximum points. Because the racer's instinct goes, well, P1 is where you get the maximum points.
Yeah,
But because
definitely.
you're challenger, you only need to be top of that tier.
So if
Obviously,
any,
I've been there myself, I've won the challenger.
yeah,
Most of the time, my big fight was against Scott.
it was. Yeah,
So my main worry in the race was, where is Scott?
yeah. And didn't Scott crash out on like lap 3 of the title decider? Or the one where you clinched it anyway? At Brazil. Did you clinch it at Brazil? I think, wasn't it?
I clinched it early, I know that much.
Yeah, I think it was Brazil, and Scott crashed on like lap 3.
I think
Or
I
something.
clinched it with about 3 races to go. It was the race before Singapore.
Yeah. No, I remember when you. Yeah, that was.
I'd have to look back at that.
It was
What races
absolutely
were what.
dominant though, all season for me. I think you won all but one race, didn't you? And
Abu
on the
Dhabi
way
when I
to your
got cashed
title.
out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
That's the only one I didn't win. But some of them were by pure luck for me and unlucky for Scott. Because he gave me a hell of a run and he got really unlucky sometimes.
yeah. Scott
If
had.
he hadn't have got that unlucky, I think that would have gone a lot further than it did.
Yeah. No, Scott had. He was a very quick driver.
Unfortunately, I don't actually have the results for that season.
Yeah.
Because Scott was the one in charge of them then.
Yeah. But who
Although
knows?
I can actually find out
As I
what
say,
races were what, because I was doing the other tiers.
yeah, that's true. But let's see. So Ninja has now got a Frenchman, well, a fake Frenchman, for a bit of company, who's now just gone past him in turn 3. Ninja has not thought that at all. He's given him acres of room, so he is literally now just bringing that car home. But I tell you what is interesting. You know, I said that gap was 5 seconds to Chris Bailey and LRL. It's now down
Yes.
to 3.5. With 4.5 laps to go, so LRL could still do this. Yes.
Looking back at the calendar, I must have won it at Miami.
Did you win it on 2022?
Yes.
I thought you won it on 2021.
Nope, it was 2022 when I won both of mine. It was season 8.
Oh yeah, it was the first season of 2022, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that.
It was either Monza or Miami. I know it was over and done with by Singapore, because I didn't race Singapore.
Yeah.
And Japan was when I won the tier 3. And
Yeah.
I already had the X1 by then.
I said, yeah, season 8, it's a familiar season for me for some reason, but I can't remember why.
Because we had quite a good title battle at one point.
Oh yeah!
A title battle you were never really in to begin
Well,
with.
This is what I mean.
And then,
A certain someone put me in it. Let's just put it like that.
yeah, Australia was really not a good race, and
I clinched the win that day.
it closed the gap massively, so it put you right in contention.
And then we both had our series of bad luck over the last races, didn't we? And the gap sort of kept flip-flopping between... I think the closest I got to you was about 12 points or something crazy like that.
Yeah,
And then,
you got very close. It was getting twitched and bum at one point.
yeah, and then all of a sudden Singapore happened. I won't talk about what happened at Singapore, but I lost my wheel, and that
G-Star's
increased the
just
gap
pitted
again.
for a set of inters.
He did. He is now... Yeah, so obviously those wets were either overheating like crazy and just not working for him. But the good news for Ninja is Danny is second again in the Challenger tier. So this is looking, at the moment, touch wood. I promise you, Scottish, I'm touching wood. He's looking good to win his title at the moment.
He certainly is, and I know we've got Stewart's investigations, but it does look like he's got a good barrier to work with.
Yeah.
In case anything does happen to go against him. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
going to be reported for anything. I'd hope not. He's just overtaken Ant into Stowe.
He has. It looked like Ant really backed off on the entry for whatever reason. I'm really unsure as to why. But he's now actually gone for the move
Side
again.
by side and Ant's back through.
Thing is, this is actually hurting Ninja. He's now got Carl right behind him. He's probably just going to let Carl fly past.
He can let Carl go. And then he's got a 10-second buffer to Kid Dynamite.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Never thought I'd say that.
See, Scottish Ninja, you are faster than Kid Dynamite at Silverstone. How do you feel? That's probably better than winning the title, already, isn't it?
Well, make it 9 seconds now. He's taken a second out of him in
like
about
3 corners. Yeah. I mean, it's good while it lasts. Just enjoy it. Yeah, Carl has gone through. Scottish Ninja, he's watching the stream. He's probably listening to us. Oh, it looks like he's maybe trying to stick it around the outside. He's not. He's sensible.
Do not fight him if you're listening. Play sensible.
You're going to put Mark's heart in his mouth in a minute if you're not careful, Grant, so behave yourself. DRS Nil is now P2.
He is, but he's stuck behind Kid Dynamite at the moment.
Yeah, he is 0.3 of a second behind Kid Dynamite. That is, something. But let's see, is he going to be able to... Imagine, I could not imagine anyone in my life ever overtaking Kid Dynamite on track. It's something I never thought I'd witness, but I tell you something, it's about to happen because DRS Nil goes to the inside. But he's not got any sort of assistance down the straight, and it ends up Kid just having enough, just about to stay ahead, at least for the time being. But the better exit goes to Nil. He's going to have a look into the final 2 corners. He's better on the brakes. He goes up the inside. And that is the move done on Kid Dynamite.
That's not something we see every day. Somebody had his Weetabix.
Well, there's something to put in your driver highlights after the race. I overtook Kid Dynamite. So, just for clarification, by the way, I don't know if you've seen YouTube chat, but Kid Dynamite did actually disconnect. And that is what caused the crash into the wall earlier on.
That's not good for him.
No. I did say it looked weird, didn't I? So, it was like... I knew he had no reason to do anything stupid there, so I knew something must have happened, but... Yeah, Mark said unbelievable move.
Absolute charge, though.
He is, and I bet... The only good thing for Ninja is... Hold on, what pen does Neil currently have? He's got 3 seconds, so... He'd have to overtake him and then gain 3 seconds, but I tell you something, he's taken about 2 seconds out of Ninja just on this lap, really, hasn't he? So
he'd need 8 seconds in 2 laps, basically.
Yeah,
which is a big ask for
it is a very big ask. Yeah, you're not wrong there. But I tell you what is interesting, LRL managed to get past VMAX, so LRL is now unleashed. He's got 4 lap younger tyres than Mr. Blowhole Bailey. And he's now less than 2 seconds, so that is a battle that's going to hot up potentially on the last lap here with the amount that LRL is taking out of him. So there's a little battle for the lead to watch out for. Neil is still rapidly, that time is coming down very, very quickly to Ninja in front. This could also end up being a lot. Oh, he's in the wall! Neil's lost his wing!
He went absolutely drifting through that final corner.
Oh, that is...
Kid Dynamite's past him, Danny's past him. Lorpy probably won't be far behind.
Whoa, that's so unlucky.
He's just letting people go now.
I've got a few.
He's given up.
I've got a few apologies to issue at the end of this race, I think.
G-Star, fastest lap.
Yeah,
that's a good lap. Unfortunately, you don't get a point for it in X, but it's a good lap.
It is. I think G-Star will not be wanting to remember this race week, though. It's been an absolute disaster,
Neil is missing his end plate. I was expecting it to be more with how hard he clouted that wall.
He's lucky. I thought he was reasonably lucky to keep his wheel on the car there, to be honest. But LRL hasn't taken enough out of Bailey here to pose a threat as of yet. So at the minute, Bailey is still looking good to take the maximum points, at least from the sprint race, from the
feature race.
Yeah, feature race, and
that's the word you were looking for.
Yeah, I'll get them out one day. Thank God I've got a good coke on with me. But obviously he's probably going to be investigated for that incident with G-Star in the sprint race, which could hinder him a little bit, couldn't it? Potentially, if it goes against him, of course. I'm not guaranteeing that it will.
Potentially, yeah.
But
LRL's just lost about 6 tenths to Bailey since the line. He was down to 0.8, back up to 1.4, he's back down to 1.2.
yeah,
This could be quite a tasty last lap.
yeah. But I tell you what, though, Grant has just started his final lap. This could be the moment he's been waiting for. But let's see. Let's go and watch this Chris Bailey versus LRL battle. Don't forget, LRL does have 5 lap newer tyres than Chris. So let's see what is going to happen. He's not making enough. He's going to need to be closer than that, coming down that final on the run down to Stowe, to be able to make the move. That is for sure.
He's going to have to gain a lot of time through Maggots and Beckett then.
Yeah, most definitely.
And this looks to be where Chris is quite strong, especially Maggots. I think LRL had the better of Beckett's and Chapel for definite. He's just gained half a second. I don't think LRL's close enough. He needs a very good exit off Stowe and an ambitious move into the complex, basically.
Yeah, I think Chris is just about going to have enough to see this out. It looks like it. They're coming through the final complex, unless anything absolutely disastrous happens now. Chris Bailey will take what is a huge win in his championship hopes for the elite tier. But Womax will to finish off the podium in the elite tier. Anton will also be not actually that far behind. Great recovery from Anton as well. Carl will come home in 5th. But the man,
here he comes,
Scottish Ninja, all he has to do is cross that line, and he is the tier 3 challenger tier champion for season 11. That is the first champion crowned in season 11. And that
obviously pending
is
stewards' inquiries. I'll throw that disclaimer in there.
Yeah, we will throw that in there. But
I'll hopefully confirm it over the weekend. But yeah, Grant, you are the champion.
As of this moment, you are the champion. Let's go with that, okay? But G-Star, he's done a good recovery. DRS Neil, I think, has just crashed over the line.
That's not what we want to see.
I could be wrong. I
don't think he's made it to the line, actually. He's lost it on the last corner again. Oh no, that's Baby Hornet.
Come on, Simon. I don't know what's happened with Neil there.
I think we'll actually find Neil has retired on track because his car's still moving at the last corner.
Okay. But Geke, oh, what a shame for him. He had a great race. Why does it say Chelsea is ahead of Geke yet? Geke finished before Chelsea.
Was Geke a lap down?
I have no idea, to be completely honest. It says that, well, yeah, I'm guessing he is a lap down, but so was Chelsea. That's what doesn't make sense. But let's see. Chelsea's going to be the last man across the line. Sadly, his championship hopes have also come to an end pretty much no matter what today as well. So that's a big shame for him. But what a great season he had. He's now got a fight with DRS Neil to claim that P2 in the championship driver of the day, G-Star. I mean, any consolation for him today, I think he will take, to be completely honest, don't you?
I certainly will.
Yeah. But
well, I obviously have to total points and everything after this. It's going to be pretty tight in the elite now.
Yeah, it most definitely is, because Chris Bailey
Chris has just taken 32 points out of Xavier, so that puts him at a 3-point gap.
Yeah, definitely.
Going into Hungary, which Xavier is racing, its Spa is missing.
Yeah. So that's now going to make it so interesting. So Chris Bailey does take the win, keeps his championship hopes more than alive. It's going to be super interesting. LRL takes to P2, Womax in P3. Great recovery from Ant into P4, Bit in P5. Your provisional tier, I wanted to say tier 3 then, Challenger tier champion, Mr. Scottish Ninja. What a great day it is for him, and he's also back-to-back Scottish winner in the Challenger tier. So that's great news for him. Kid Dynamite recovers to P7, Lorpy in P8, RFC Danny, the fellow Scotsman 2 Scottish Ninja, is in P2 for the Challengers. Smith rounds out the podium for them guys. G-Star in P11, Baby Hornet in P12, Chelsea in P13. DRS Nil did but didn't finish kind of thing. Geke P15, Ziad, he did DNF, that is for sure. So did Biff, so did Smoggy, so did Speedy Buddha, and so did Mark. They will all score nothing. Who's your driver of the day?
I think I'm going to be a bit biased and give it to Ninja, to be fair. He's drove a good race there.
And it wasn't straightforward.
And he's finished quite high up the field as well for a Challenger. So yeah, can't be biased, but I'm giving it to Ninja for myself.
No, I mean, he was under pressure that entire time. So, it's, well, until maybe the last 10 laps, he was constantly fighting with people, constantly having battles. It's hard to disagree. I think I will, I'll let you pick the Challenger one. I'll go for the Elite Tier 1. I think I'm going to give it to Anton. He had that drive-through off the line, didn't he? And then recovered to P4, so that's a pretty solid drive from him. I think we can both agree on that. But that is it. The first provisional champion, at least, has been confirmed for season 11. It is Scottish Ninja. It is back-to-back Scottish champions. They're starting to rule MRC-X, that is for sure. Anything you want to add, Mark, before we make a move?
No, I think that's it for this evening. Hopefully we get another good race next week.
Well, Silverstone usually does deliver. It was the home
we've got 4 more races coming up.
Yeah, we definitely do. So Monday, 7 o'clock, you can watch Mr. Simba in action, actually, in Tier 2. Tier 1 will be at 20:45 UK time for the Elite Boys. I believe a title could be wrapped up there as well. Mr. Ujoni chasing that one down. Then you've got Tier 3, 7 o'clock Wednesday, and Tier 4 on at the 8:45 on Wednesday. And then obviously we are back next week. I hope you got the format ready, because I'm about to reveal that it's in Hungary. What's the format?
I believe it's a normal race.
It's normal format.
It's normal format, 18-minute qualifying, 50% race.
So it is all to play for in what everyone is pretty familiar with, so it's definitely something to look forward to. It'll be me, and honestly I have no idea who I'll be with yet, so surprise for next week. But thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, ding that bell. Make sure you keep the energy going over the next weeks, because we want to see you all enjoying and battling on track, that is for sure. But have a great weekend, and I will see you all probably Monday. Goodbye.